Welcome to Adventure Island here in Southend. It's the first time we have been here in 3 years, 2022. Unbelievably, it's the last time we came here. And we do like to come in February half term, which kind of explains, Cody, why it's never above 5 degrees. And today's going to be no different. It's absolutely freezing here, but we have some new rides to go on, including the drop tower, the big wheel, and of course, the return of Devil's Dance. Hopefully we can take you on some rides, so join us here at Adventure Island. £25 is the standard ticket for now, or £40 if you're quick. You can get an annual pass. We have made it inside of Adventure Island.
Yep.
And we're going to start with Axes. So we've got our pass. You do have to have a pass in order to use a chest mount. You can get that from the information centre just round here by Axes, oddly enough. And this will be our starting point, Cod. No better way to throw yourself around at the beginning of the days than a ride on this. Apologise for any wind noise in advance, because I think it's going to be noisy.
What the hell? Why are they singing?
It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, I remember this ride. I remember it. I fancy a cookie, you know. It's a great view, in fairness. Axes?
Yeah.
It is cold up there, isn't it? It's really cold up there. However, I really like the hang time at the top. It seemed more hangy than last time. I think we've got to walk around this actually. So I believe this city wheel is included. You'll need a day ticket, day wristband. So I think it is included in the wristband, which is good. However, we are going to head round to the old claw ride, which is now Devil's Dance, which has come back, I think, at the end of last season and tucked away in the corner here. It was supposed to be back a while ago. It did seem to take quite a long time to do its refurbishment. However, dials look fantastic. Look at that bad boy. Now, Kurt hated this
Kurt would still
with a passion, but I have to say, I quite liked it. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I remember. Right, so we've made it on to the Screature, something like that. So Devil's Dance first. We were right in the middle. That's come back after quite a break, a good couple of years, hasn't it? But that was riding really well.
Yeah,
really, really well. Kurt doesn't like that ride. It's a bit like a Superstar, basically. I think it's a Tivoli one, but I really enjoyed it. The pressure is immense the way it goes over. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And this is one of their, I say newer rides. It's probably been here about four years now, 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Great little extreme, this one. So this is our next stop. We're still waiting for Vertigo to open. That's the other new ride we need to experience along with the big wheel. But yeah, so far so good. I haven't been on one of these in ages. Ooh. Definitely a spinny corner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
But yeah, Screature, that's alright, isn't it? It's a really, really, really smooth extreme. I haven't been on extreme actually for a couple of years where we've not been doing as many fairs. I've not actually seen an extreme. We can see Orbiter, I keep thinking Orbiter now, think of extreme. I keep seeing a Vertigo test, so we're going to kind of hang around here as the park has got quite busy and I feel that it might have a little bit of a queue when it opens, so we're just going to head about. We want to see if the kiddie coaster's open. We want to do Mighty Mini Mega if that's open. Ramba Zamba's over here. The Whip has had a new flooring. Looks really fresh, I did see. And of course Adventure, which is pretty much all I've been humming all day, even though I've only heard it once this morning. So plenty of rides to do over this side before we head over the other side and check out Rage. Sadly, no Time Machine.
Yeah.
We'll show you Time Machine when we go over there, but it's still not quite ready, which is it's disappointing because it's our favourite. It is our favourite, isn't it? It is our favourite, but it means we've got to come back. It's just kind of snuck open, Cod.
Yeah.
And we've kind of snuck in the queue. We haven't been thrown out, so I guess it's open. And we'll get our first ride on it.
Yeah.
What do you think it's like? So this is an FPS drop tower, very much like Crop Drop, Magma at Portland's Park. It's missing a couple of footwells, which is a bit weird. I'm assuming those seats are going to be closed. But much bigger.
Yeah.
Much bigger. It's about 130 foot, I think. So yeah, can't wait for Vertigo. There is Vertigo, the SBF tower. I tell you what, actually, it does feel a lot higher once you're on it, Cody. Without a doubt. So it doesn't spin. It's just sort of twists and turns, but you get great views of Southend, the fair, and everything else as well. The force isn't that strong. I didn't expect it to be strong and on an SBF. You've got to remember, there's a lot of thrill rides here, and actually, that is perfect, probably for the audience. When you look at the people getting on it, it's absolutely perfect for the audience, especially given the height, which is we think about the same size as what Axis is going. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Lovely little addition, and another thing to look at as well, look at the footprint. It takes up hardly anything. We have decided, as it's getting quite busy, and there's still quite a lot of queues down the bottom end to get tickets, there's a few up here as well, that we'll get Rage done. Rage is currently on one train. I think it probably could have more trains, but it's already got a bit of a queue, and I just feel this is probably where people are going to head, to be honest. And we've been on Rage a lot, whilst we'd like to get it done a couple of times today, if it gets a long queue like I think it did last time we were here, it's not going to be too bad. So we'll get on this now. It does have free cars Rage, and you can see train number 3 is on. I think last time we come, there was only one more on here, which was all covered up, and the other one that was sitting over the back by Adventureville. I think we had a good look at it, didn't we? Which was really, really cool, to be honest with you. But they are currently only running one. I'm guessing they could get another one on if they need to. It's whether they feel they need to, but it does look beautiful here at Southend today. It is freezing, in fairness, but it looks beautiful. And this will be our first Eurofighter of the year, I'm assuming, followed by Saw probably.
Yeah.
How quickly is it running today? Oh, it's got some movement. Right, time for Rage. There is Rage. Now we've heard quite a lot about it recently, about it being sort of rough and not particularly good. And it's really weird because the dropping into the loop actually is probably the smoothest I've ever experienced on it. But what happens on that corner is odd. It's got a lot of movement. Like, I don't know, it's got a lot of movement in the actual car. I wouldn't actually call it horrendously uncomfortable, like Saw, for instance. I find Saw horrendously uncomfortable the way it moves. But it's definitely got more movement to it than last time we rode it. Saying that, I still really enjoyed it, to be honest, and most of the track is really kind of gliding smooth. It's just some of the turning motions that are a little bit weird. But that's Rage, and we got there a good time, Cody.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we thought when we were going around the other side. Now then, Skydrop here. I thought that Skydrop would go when Vertigo arrived, but it didn't. It's still here. We've always said this one has never ridden great compared to the one in Great Yarmouth, which is quite bouncing. It's the only one, to be fair, that I've been on apart from this one. So I'm interested to see what it rides like. We are going to go on it, and of course we will take you on board. Well, we got there a good time.
Very good time.
That Skydrop, it's still not got the whip, has it?
No.
It's still not quite. Oh, it's a very smooth ride, don't get me wrong, but it's just, it's just not got the whip, sadly, which is a bit of a shame. But the staff, I'll tell you, excellent, aren't they? The staff here, we've always said it, the best staff you'll meet at a theme park, bar none. Bar none, best staff. you'll meet at a theme park will be at Adventure Island. They're all very happy. Very, very happy, very engaging with people. Yeah, brilliant. Now, one thing we did mention was, of course, Time Machine, which has moved, actually, because it used to be sat over there. It's now sat over here, but it's just not quite ready yet. And when we say not quite ready, they are working on it, actually. So the signs are good. It's had a complete new paint job, and we'll be able to show you the paint job because everything is now on site. And I would think this will probably be open for the main season. I think when we say main season, we kind of look, you know, mid-March onwards. But let's get some close-ups of the ride, because I have to say the paint job looks magnificent. Look at Time Machine. Oh my. Wow. This has had a complete refurbishment really over the last couple of years. It's had a whole new paint job. And I think it is worth noting that I think this is painted. This isn't a sticker, this is painted. And you can see the cars have been done as well with new lights and kind of new patterns, new everything. This used to be just a really fair light colour of what? Blue and yellow, was it? I think they were. I think the seats were yellow, and I think these were like a really bright blue. But now we've got so much more to it, and it looks amazing. And as we said, they are working on the ride to get it open for the main season. It's been closed a couple of years. When we rode it last in 2022, it wasn't riding very well at all. Spooksville 2. So the only thing Cody said there, and he's quite right actually on Time Machine, is that the silver sort of mirrors which are on the posts which go round the actual ride as part of the kind of the barrier, they still have all old graffiti on. Yeah. So we do want to see those change as well. It seems really strange you'd go through all the effort of doing everything else and not changing those. So fingers crossed they do. But it looks fantastic. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah, and here is Spooksville 2. Spooksville 2, although it does just say Spooksville, I'm sure it's still called Spooksville 2. Yeah, I mean, I miss the old ride, to be honest. I think with the fake station at the end and more 3D sets, it's very 2D in there, very bright, very light. I just think they could do so much more with that. Now, I understand why they did it. They said they did it because of the demographic they have here, but they've got quite a lot of thrilling rides. And now they've got Adventureville down the bottom, which wasn't really up to scratch when this was the original one. I'd like to see them just do something a little bit more daring, just a little bit more scary in there. Maybe not too much, not like, you know, proper full-on haunted house, but yeah, something else. Something else, that would be my next area, definitely. It's a bit of green screen action. Yeah. I love the Sierra coaster. I absolutely love it. It just provides a bit of height, a bit of speed, a bit of everything. And some views as well. So we've still got quite a lot of rides to do, we've decided, haven't we, over the other side. We think the wheel's included. We're certainly going to go and look. Although it is cold, the views are going to be... Yeah, they will be. The views will be spectacular. Still have the little Wild West train here, which goes round, which is really cool. Green Scream's a great ride, isn't it? Yeah, it's I love it. I think it's definitely my favourite Sierra sort of olden style large coaster. I do prefer it to some of the other ones we've got in the country. I will just say, there are lots of Dodgem cars. Obviously the Dodgems have left the park, replaced by the big wheel, but I love the fact they've turned them all into flower beds, and they're everywhere, aren't they? They're everywhere. I love it. It just plays a little bit of homage to the Dodgems when they're here at Adventure Island. You know, and it just adds a little bit extra to the scenery. But of course, if you know, you know. And then where they used to be down the other side, part of the history of here, I think it's brilliant that they've kept them all. And yeah, we've seen them everywhere, haven't we? Yeah. Keep an eye out for them when you come. We are going to head up to Mighty Mini Mega, because the last couple of times we've come, this has been closed in February. So it's been a good few years, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to take you on board. I don't know if we've ever been on board with this or not. Nice little coaster. Really good use of space. That's what I like about here. Yeah, you've got two coasters on roofs and a dragon ride down the bottom. And then arcades and other rides underneath. Just brilliant use of space here. I love it. I really do. That is definitely our first time on Mighty Mini Mega in a couple of years. Cody, I think it's one of the very few actually that's got a lap bar restraint, not over the shoulder, but I think it used to have over the shoulder. I can't 100% clarify that. It's definitely had magnetic brakes added at the end, as opposed to sort of the clamp brakes. Yeah. What do you think?
Really good.
Really smooth.
Really smooth, yeah.
Like ridiculously smooth ride. That was really, really good. Really enjoyed that. You said nearly as good as Rage.
Yeah.
In terms of ride experience.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Rage. You know, I'm not going to say that. I love Rage. But that was brilliant. Really, really taken back by that. That is a fantastic coaster. Very well kept. Riding, I mean, you just couldn't feel anything.
Yeah, it's really good.
Just couldn't feel anything. I love that. And then we're on the Barnstormer next. Another classic Sierra. What's not to like? Comes flying around the corner here. The fact that it actually has a bit of scenery as well. We've got a lovely painted on barn with some nice 3D animals. I like that. Nice little ride.
I hate Ferris wheels.
You love Ferris wheels.
It's my least favourite ride.
I'll tell you what, I like the fact that it's all enclosed because it's not so breezy. It is cold today, but what a beautiful view. And this, we sound a bit echoey actually, is included on your wristband, which is incredible. For a wheel, usually the wheels don't get included on the wristband, but this one is, and you can see everything. You can see how busy it is down Southend today as well. I mean, this was completely empty this morning when we got here. All these car parking spaces were empty. But here is Adventure Island, Mighty Mini Mega, the kiddie coaster, the brand new Vertigo, which we're pretty much in line in. This is 120 foot tall, this city wheel. That's very slightly taller. Ramba Zamba, roundabout, of course, axes, and then over this side you've got the Screature, the Devil's Dance, Rage green screen, and we said about Fireball as well. Actually, here is a really good shot of Fireball, just how great that looks in like a city view. It just looks magnificent. It is more of a children's ride, I would say, so I don't really want to stand in front of it so much, we'll go on it, but that does look something else. 2 lap special. Huh?
I hate these.
You love them! This isn't as bad as the one on Blackpool Pier. That was terrifying.
Yeah.
This is actually quite pleasant, fairness.
It's quite pleasant.
And you found 20p on the floor. Quid's in. Nearly. There is the city wheel included in your wristband price. And no, Cody's not a fan of big wheels. I don't mind the big wheel. Actually though, I found that one even better because I like the fact it's more enclosed. More enclosed is better.
It's helpful, yeah.
Because it is cold and windy today. But yeah, what beautiful views of Southend, but particularly Adventure Island from there, including your wristband. I think it's brilliant.
Okay, come on.
Adventureville.
Yeah.
It's a nice quirky little ride, this, isn't it? It's a nice quirky ride, I quite enjoy it. Fair to say, Cord, a strange but really fun experience.
Yeah, it's alright.
With really catchy music. Adventureville. Right, we're nearly on re-rides, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we want to do the Twister,
Yep.
definitely. And we want to do Axes again and probably Devil's Dance again if we can get on it, but the queue did look really quite long for it. But we've had a really productive day.
Yeah.
About 4 hours in so far. 3 hours? 3.5 hours in so far? Yeah, good day down here at Adventure Island. Now, I've said it before many times, I think that Pharaoh's Fury is probably the best Twister ride I've ever seen, and I'll stick by that. And the graphics along the bottom are actually very similar to what they've done on Time Machine.
Yeah.
But yeah, beautiful, beautiful Twister. We just got off Axes. I mean, that thing is mental. I really like that ride. Really, really like that ride. It is freezing. But that's a great ride. We've come up to the on top part, which is home to the Sea Dragon and the Kiddie Coaster. The Kiddie Coaster's had a bit of a retheme actually since we were here last, and wasn't open the last time we come either. This bit was all closed, so we heading on?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here is the Sea Dragon, the little dragon ride, which we now have at our local park. Right, that's it. That is Adventure Island 2025. For now, we are going to have to come back and ride Time Machine. There is no doubt about that. But super impressed with Vertigo. That is a great ride for here. As to Devil's Dance, which actually I think was brilliant. Favourite ride of the day?
Axes.
Ooh, Axes. You know what? I'm going to go with Devil's Dance as favourite ride of the day, but I have to say, Axes is very, very special. Fantastic value if you've got an annual pass for here for what, 50, 40 pound?
40 pound.
Yeah, 40 pound, but if not, you're still going to get good money out of a wristband.